Hello friends, tonight we're going to take a look at my very well used Ruger Mark IV. This is the 16,839 round update. This is an update that I'm very excited to share and probably the most interesting update video that I will ever bring you. So yeah, my Ruger Mark IV target has now gone 16,839 rounds since I got it, and I love this gun more than ever. I don't know if this is the most well-used Mark IV in the wild. I highly doubt that it is, but either way, I haven't seen the inside of many of the very used ones. So we're going to take a look inside mine. A little bit of information. To prepare for this video, I detail stripped the gun. I disassembled it down to each individual part, and I cleaned every tiny piece and then reassembled the gun. As a result, it's as clean as I can possibly get it. How has it performed? It has performed exceptionally well, beyond my wildest expectations. Let's talk about how long it took me to fire this many rounds. So I've had the gun 19 months, and I've put 935 rounds through it each month, roughly, was what it came out to. And that sounds about right. Those Federal Auto Match 325 round boxes, I end up shooting about 3 of those a month, most months. Sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less, but that's about what it balances out to. The firing pin snapped in half at a very high round count, and Ruger customer service sent me the pin and adjacent parts for free in a very timely manner. It was only out of commission for, I don't know, maybe a week or something like that. Be glad that I detail stripped the gun before showing it to you. It was so disgusting in there that you couldn't really see much of anything, and I pulled huge cakes of carbon out of the gun, and it was a miracle that it was still running at all at the time. After that deep clean, it basically runs like it did when it was new. It's great. By the way, I often shoot the gun so much in one day that it'll seize up from carbon fouling. I've been really mean to this gun, and though there's a lot of wear, if Ruger's construction methods weren't so robust, this gun wouldn't have even lived this long, let alone look this new. So first off, let's look at the bolt. I'll get these magazines out of the way here. The bolt doesn't have a lot of bluing left on it. It's pretty worn. Also, I see that there is some wear here where the bolt catch hits the bolt. And by the way, I don't ever use my bolt catch as a bolt release, and neither should you on your Ruger because it will actually damage the bolt. And yeah, I feel a little ledge there. I'll have to knock that off with a file. But yeah, I do see where that's worn there. But the rest of the bolt looks okay. It really does. And by the way, I have the original extractor and all that. The only thing that's been changed is the firing pin. And this is the original recoil spring, which, man, I probably need to change that. I hadn't even considered doing that, but yeah, probably should do that. And we'll knock the edge off of where the bolt is damaged with a file later. There, on the upper receiver here, which it feels funny to say that about a pistol, but I guess that's what it is. You can see there's some wear where it connects to the lower frame. The Mark IV is the first Ruger to come up, or Ruger Mark pistol to come apart very easily. And I was initially thinking, well, man, how are they going to have it to where it comes apart easily and doesn't wear? And they figured it out. This gun has been taken apart loads of times, and there's really not that much wear. It looks good. Yeah. All right. Now, looking at the lower frame, there's not really any wear, except on the bolt release. There is a ledge right there. In fact, I probably need to change the, I guess I should call it the bolt stop. I probably need to change that out, really. And also this O-ring here that I think sort of helps with the lockup of the gun has gotten pretty messed up. I probably need to change that too. Everything else looks okay. There's some corrosion in here because this gun has been to hell and back. It spends a lot of time outside in the elements. It's had kind of a rough life. I don't clean it like I should, so not much to complain about there, really. Now, inside the upper here, there's quite a bit of wear. You can see where the bolt has sort of mated. I'm going to actually move here so that I can sort of help you see this a little bit better. You can see where the bolt has kind of mated to the frame inside there. Yeah, and there's this little track here where that wear on the bolt has cut inside the upper near the chamber. Where the extractor fits in here, I don't know if you can see that, is pretty worn as well. Yeah, but really not much wear, all things considered. It looks pretty damn good, I'd say. So, why do I enjoy this gun so much? Because the Ruger Mark series are among the most fun guns ever made. That's why. I love Ruger 22s. I could shoot this gun all day, and I do, obviously. This is one of the coolest guns ever made. What will I change on this gun? Probably nothing. This gun probably needs some regular maintenance, but besides the cleaning, I probably need to change the springs and some other parts. So I'm going to actually go through the gun after this video and sort some of that out. I'll keep an eye on it. Final thoughts. The Ruger Mark IV is awesome, and if you don't have one, buy one. 16,839 rounds is very, very impressive, especially when you consider that those have been fired over the course of 19 months. Ruger makes outstanding guns. Find me a better 22 than this one. There's not one. Do you think a cheap Umarex P22 could do this? I don't. I certainly don't. So buy a Ruger, buy a Mark IV. These are awesome guns. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful evening. Good night. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Thanks for watching this video. We laughed a lot, we hugged a lot, we cried a lot, and made some new friends. It meant a lot to me, too. If you enjoyed the movie, learned something about this gun, or simply thought I was the worst and would like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you soon. Good night.